Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Democracy 3. For those of you who've never heard of the Democracy series, it's developed by Positech Games, and it's basically an indie game. And the basic premise of the game is pretty simple, actually. It's mostly cause and effect. Every action that you take in a turn affects other things, and you have a limited number of actions that you can take in a turn. So for, example, raising university funding, that might, create more tech jobs and improve your GDP and give you a technological edge, which, will also worsen the environment because there's more electronic pollution and stuff of people throwing out circuit boards and all that. And it will also piss off the religious people because they don't like education. And it'll also piss off the farmers because they don't go to no fancy schmancy universities. That's basically the premise of democracy. Alright, but so when we begin here, in Democracy 2 they had faux pas nations that were analogs of the real world nations, but not, you could usually tell because their flags were pretty obvious. Weren't real nations, like Fredonia was Canada. Anyway, yeah, some of the stuff here is, there's little funny things at the bottom here for each individual nation. You got your tea consumption, the 2.3 kilograms per person, and their Big Mac index is $3.32. You may laugh at that, but the Big Mac index is a real thing. And let's see, here in France, we have croissant consumption at 50 million a week. Wow. That's just less than 165 million. That's alright. I could see that. That seems reasonable. Let's see, beer consumption. Wow, 119 liters per person per year, and 60 pounds of sausage per person per year. Really? That actually seems low. It's 60 pounds of sausage. I'm just saying, like, you could have, like, a pound of sausage every morning for breakfast. Well, then I guess not the entire population eats sausage. Makes sense, alright. Here we go. We got the obesity rate. I believe that was in the United Kingdom, too. Yeah. Obesity rate. And beef consumption, as well as the Big Mac index. There's no Big Mac index on these two. It's technically considered a funny thing. Canada. Moose population. Estimated at 750,000. Maple syrup consumption, 0.2 kilograms per person. I'm just trying to think how much maple syrup have I had in the last year. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the status quo on that. More than. Yeah, I've definitely had more than that. What I had to have been, yeah, definitely. Probably a good, I probably consume about a good 2 kilos of it a year, fair enough. And we have a Big Mac index of 4.63. I believe that makes us the most expensive. Yeah. Because Australia could top that. Ooh, yes, we're at the top of the Big Mac index. That's a bad thing, by the way. And we got Vegemite consumption, 22 million jars a year. The population has 20 million. That means one person, on average, will eat a jar of Vegemite every year. Probably some stupid tradition. Nobody actually likes the damn shit. Oh god, Vegemite's terrible. Ugh. Alright, so I think that we have to go to Canada, though. As everyone who's on my channel knows, I am Canadian, so let's start here. Canada became a self-governing governing dominion in 1867, while retaining ties to the British Crown. The government is a parliamentary democracy and a constitutional monarchy, as with Queen Elizabeth II is headed. That's incorrect. That is incorrect. The country officially bilingual and multicultural. The economy is one of the largest in the world, relying preliminarily on its rich natural resources. Canada is a member of the G8, NATO, and the Commonwealth of Nations and the UN. This is incorrect. Queen Elizabeth appoints our head of state. It is actually the Governor General, whom I actually have no idea who the hell she is. I've seen her. I'm blanking on her name though, but yeah. I like how the ethnicity is 28% British. We are like, you know, you got ethnicity white. You know, ethnicity. They don't even have an ethnicity in France. What the hell's wrong with France? Yeah, white. White. British. Apparently, we are more British than the British. Yep, we're more British than the British. We have more British people than the British people. But yeah, here's basically kind of stats. You know, GDP per capita is 41,500, which is actually pretty good, all things considered. You know, the people who really, you know, outdo us, and that's the United States. And actually, yeah, Australia does an astounding good job with GDP per capita. But, yeah. But this is mostly because lackluster labor laws mean that they get to work people to death in America. Seriously, I remember back when we signed NAFTA, suddenly we moved all of our production south of the border. It was great. Suddenly, US became our China. Alright, let's play Canada. The Liberal Party versus the Jehovah Party. What the You know what? I'm gonna use real parties. So you know what? I'm gonna rename this the Progressive Conservatives Party. The Progressive Conservative Party versus the New Democrat. Yeah, the New Democrats. I guess I should put party on the end of that. The Progressive Conservative Party versus my party, the New Democrats. Ironically, they're the ones I vote for, yes. And socialism and political apathy, 41%. Jeez. Yeah, we could talk along compulsory voting. I played Democracy too. Fun fact, I did too well at that game once. It was pretty hilarious, actually. I did so well that my first, well, rather my second election, I should say, since you automatically win the first election, the turnout was 96% in my favor. I went, great, I've got this game in the bag, it's easy, no problem. The next election, the turnout was 98% in my opponent's favor, because only one ballot was cast for my side, and less than 0.9% of the population voted in the second election. Oops, I accidentally apathied myself out of office. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, that was pretty hilarious. Alright, well, these are the default. So I'm going to keep them the same. The term length is 5 years. That's actually wrong. We have a term length of 4 years. Well, maximum of 4 years. An election must be called every 4 years. But I'm going to leave it at 5 because it's a little more well-rounded. So, inventing the internet. Oh, God. Anyway, let's get started. Congratulations on your election victory. Welcome to Democracy. I don't care about your tutorial. I've played Democracy 2. I at least know what I'm doing. Alright, you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Alright, so yeah, we had some problems. Begin term in office. Now, this is a pretty daunting user interface when you first come to it. And that's fair. It is really daunting and you have absolutely no idea what the hell you're looking at. And, you know, I don't blame people for that. That's fine. But once I start to actually do things, it'll actually make sense, I promise. Let's see, which one is this one? This is creationism versus evolution. Yep. Alright, evolution only. We don't actually have enough political capital to do that. Damn. Or do we? For changes. Yeah, we only have 26 political capital. Damn. We actually can't do that. You'll see here down at the bottom there's a cost. 30 to raise it, meaning make it more towards evolution, or lower it towards creationism. Yeah, insufficient political capital. And every turn you get a certain amount of political capital. This is a god damn it tutorial. I know how this works. which is based on your ministers that you've appointed. Public service and economy are rather lackluster. Who do we got here? Yeah. Yeah, good experience. And yeah, this is somebody I want in. Alright. I'm going to actually fire him. What? Whoops. I fired the wrong dude. Oops, 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 oops. Oops. I fired the wrong dude. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Well, we'll be fine, I'm sure. You're going there. You are going... Socialist and liberal. Yeah, you're somebody I want in foreign policy. Good. Public services. You are... useless. Yeah, we're in a little trouble with that. I botched this really hard, firing the wrong minister. Shit. We're actually not going to do anything on our first turn. There's nothing. Wait, egalitarian miracle. What the hell achievement is that? Leadership, we now feel equal with quarterly report. I'm well aware of that. Thank you. Okay. Ban same-sex marriages. Allow the marriages. God damn it. Budget report. Surplus. Excellent. Human rights members oppose the current government. Really? The Human Rights Society is against me. What the hell did I do to piss them off? Alright, so now we have 39 political capital. And hopefully our ministers are generating a little more. I kind of botched that up firing the wrong dude. Oh well. We'll be okay. So yeah, this is a breakdown of our income. Well, this is, sorry, a breakdown of our income and our expenditure. State health service, state pensions, state schools. Alright. Now, one of the first things I always do is start forcefully only teaching evolution as quickly as you can. Apply the changes. Okay. And the reason for this is because you'll see religious membership drops it hugely. By doing this, religious membership goes down. And I am going to be doing a lot of stuff that's going to piss off the religious people. It's better to have less religious people because they ain't going to vote for me anyway. As we can see here. If we hold our cursor over something, this is what pisses off the religious people or makes them like me. You know. And as we can see here, abortion law on demand. That really pisses off the religious people. Though, let's see, we have faith school subsidies. Yeah. To cancel that policy is huge. We'll have to do that. But school prayers. Really canceling that's 39? Jeez. Yeah, no. Revert. That's a bit of a tricky thing, but we'll work on that. Let's see. Where is which one's this? Science funding. Yeah. University grants, good. I'm looking for something else. Oh yeah, it's time to implement a new policy then, I think. I don't think we have the capital to do it though. Which one's implement new policy around here? This one? Yeah. You see, I can add things or remove things to that interface. For example here, public services. Yeah, technology. This is what I wanted to add, but that's gonna cost us a lot of political capital, I'm sure. But yeah, I can legal drug consumption. Yes. All right, so yeah, the red things, however, are things that I need to address. Pollution's a problem. Uncompetitive economy. Because we have low productivity. If I hold my cursor over this, there we go. So, we have problems with our productivity. Okay. What's causing us problems with our productivity? A lot. Let's see. The general issue seems to be there's an asthma epidemic. We have a lot of unemployment. And health is poor in general. Also, alcohol consumption. Yeah, well, it's mostly seems to be the asthma epidemic. Alright. Obesity. Well, at least that's working. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is, ugh. Oh god. This is gonna be a problem to deal with. Alright, so now we have some more political capital. Let's get to work. Let's see. We want to implement new public service. We want a technology college. Really? Terrible popularity of the voters. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Whatever. Just fine. Doesn't matter. Though the asthma epidemic is a problem. How can we address this? Pisses off parents. We don't have much car usage, which is good. But it's mostly just a problem of the environment. Okay, hang on there. Or... hang on. Yeah, it seems to just be car usage. Okay. So what we need to do is reduce car usage. We can, of course, do that by raising the petrol tax. It's gonna piss off the motorists a fair bit, though, admittedly. I like how things in Canada, our petrol tax is only 9%. It's like 50. In reality. Yeah, we don't have enough political capital to do that anyway. Alright. I think then, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? Shoot. I'm looking for health. I think that's state health service? Yeah. That's odd. Yeah, we're just gonna cancel that actually. We do have a lot of debt to deal with though. Yeah, that's a troubling thing to do. I remember in Democracy 2 that used to help fix. They used to help fix the asthma issue. Okay, yeah. So it's mostly just car usage. I need to figure out how to reduce car usage then. To fix asthma epidemic. Poor earnings, middle earnings, high earnings. Oil demand, rail usage. Alright, the implementation of toll roads will help. It'll piss off the motorists and barely affect car usage at all. So let's not do that. I think raising the petrol tax is the way to go here. We're gonna have to wait though. Wait until next turn. Oh, we have a thing, debt protection law. Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of aggressive methods they're using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. These debt collection agencies provide credit to people whom larger, more respectable companies will not lend money. Laws, rules, and ways in such agencies can operate. They are preying on the weakest and poorest of society, it's true. They need to be religious condemnation. The church has called upon you to resign and told followers not to vote you. I told you that would happen. This is good. Voting intentions up to 45% for me. That's good. And a valuable of 50% at the election indicates failure in the end of the game. It's an overall measure of every potential voter, but it's not taking into account people who will not vote on that day. Yeah. So that's good. My popularity has been skyrocketing with what I'm doing, which is good. Okay, let's see now. Public libraries, education, equality, and retired. Let's see. We're gonna have to have a look, I suppose. We wanted to raise the petrol tax, I believe. Because that's going to, let's call it about 50, yeah. That's going to be a huge deterrent for car usage. How quickly will this be implemented? Implementation delay, good, so it'll be done next turn. Some things such as I think my state, yeah. Implementation delay is 12. Maximum time it takes in turns for this policy to be implemented or changed from one value to another. So that's kind of the thing. So that'll be implemented immediately, which is good. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. Okay, alright. So what do we got here? Alcohol abuse is a problem. So, alcohol consumption. We need to deal with that. How can we get alcohol consumption down? Alcohol law, alcohol tax, GDP, and poverty. Okay. Well, now raising the alcohol tax might help. Well, yeah, that'll do it. But it will greatly increase poverty to do that. Interesting. The popularity with the voters is absolutely none. So, what I should do is just get rid of this. There'll be other ways to get rid of that, I'm sure. Anyway, we don't have enough political capital to do anything, so let's move to next turn. Alright, let's return to government once more. Quarterly report for information. There have been calls in law for increasing the availability of information held on databases about citizens without their knowledge. These include records held by private medical companies, insurance companies, and debt collection agencies, as well as information held by the government departments. Passed. Well, it's essential that we have this law passed, as one checks and balances required in any truly free society. Hopefully America learns that. Cabinet report, yeah. Welfare is pissed. The people I appointed before are very happy. We need to fire some people now. Some people's loyalty, this is the problem, is loyalty is decreasing. Reshuffle the cabinet. We're just going to, start from scratch. Alright, yeah. Liberal and Terrence, that's good. Yeah, alright. That dude. Okay, yeah, by reshuffling the cabinet, I got rid of everybody, so. Welfare. What do we got for welfare here? Socialist and trade unionist. Definitely somebody we want. Who do we got for economy here? Commuter and ethnic minorities, socialist liberals, motorist liberal, I'm leaning towards this guy, I think. Yeah. Alright, so tax, let's see. What do we got here for tax? What's the best we can get? If I can get a decent political income cap, motorist and liberal. The problem is I'm going to be pissing off the motorists. I don't know, and that's going to cause problems. Alright. Socialist liberal. Your loyalty will have to increase over time. This is just because I'm going to be pandering to yours. Like, even if they don't necessarily like me, it will definitely help over time. See? She's somebody I want. She's pretty loyal already, and her loyalty will only increase. Parents, motorist, liberal, What do we got for transport? Employed, liberal, motorist, socialist. How do you have both of those? Commuter parents. Alright. Okay, fine. I'll hire you two. There we go. That's going to be, capital per turn 29. That's good. That's good. We have 13 capital, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to save up for the moment. GDP is going down. Wow, we took a nosedive. Reshuffling the cabinet will do that. Yeah. That's okay, though. We can definitely recover. Alright, so let's see. Who's happy with us? A lot of people. Who's not happy with us? A lot of people. Specifically the middle income. the income tax is a bit of a problem for the middle income. Let's see. Yeah, we need to reduce car usage. Okay. Petrol tax is being implemented, I guess. Yeah, it should be implemented over time. Okay. Next turn or whatever. That's fine. Clean energy subsidies. I think I need to do sort of like a populist measure here. What's going to be popular with people? Welfare fraud department. Rent controls. Very popular. Prevent enough. The free market that capitalists will naturally see as this is a distortion of the free market. They'll prevent enough homes being built, whereas supporters say it prevents exploitation by greedy landlords. That's good. I'm okay with that. That's very good. That's gonna help, you know, that's gonna like make the socialists do well. It's gonna reduce poverty. It's going to, you know, reduce private housing, which isn't really too much of a worry for me, and it's gonna improve poor earnings. That'll be good. That's more of a populist measure that I can get behind. Well, is there any tax? Hybrid cars now. Internet tax. Nobody wants that. Luxury goods tax. Yeah, sure. It's going to be good, and people are happy with that. If I can make people happy by implementing a tax, then I will do that. School tax credits. Health tax credits. Health food subsidies. No one wants that. Hybrid cars initiative. People want a hybrid cars initiative. I'm just looking around. Carbon tax, car tax, flat income tax, mortgage tax relief, mansion tax. Could almost get something there. Anyway, we spend a decent amount of political capital there. That's going to help a lot of people out. But I want to help the middle income out a little more. Yeah, we're getting a surplus at least, a decent surplus, so maybe I'll be able to implement something for them. Free eye tests, free school meals, people like that. Like I said, I'm more or less doing things that should work out well. Wow, people oppose stem cell research? Jeez, bad gas. Let's see, popularity of voters, that's okay. I got tech school subsidies already maxed out. We're gonna focus more on education, because that's something that does pay off in the longer term. Alright, we're going to raise education funding. Yeah, damn, we're one political capital short, okay. In that case, we'll just have to wait till next turn. Oh, fracking. Yeah, ban it. Fracking, for those of you who don't know, is very problematic. It causes a lot of earthquakes and shit. Oil pipeline attacked. We just heard that there's been an attack on an oil pipeline in a neighboring country, apparently by a rebel faction. Okay, it's good to know that there are rebel factions in the US, because last time I checked, that was the only bordering country to Canada. Oh, man. Bullsport. There you go. That's as quick as it went down, I brought it back up. And did some good things along the way. That's great. University grants. People like it. Generous grants, which improve youth income. Makes parents happier. Improves the middle earnings, which will make them middle class happier. State employees and education. Apply the changes. Yep. And it's pretty cheap to do that, so. Okay, let's see, what else do we got around here? We need to find a way to start fighting off organized crime and alcohol consumption. Can we implement anything? No, no, definitely no, definitely no. Really, that's an option? No, there really isn't much for that, is there? Mansion tax is becoming popular with people. Potential costs. We could get some income on that. That's fine, yeah. Retired. Really, that's gonna piss off the retired. But it's gonna raise equality, and it's gonna be happy with people. Alright. Go for it. I know the retired are not gonna like it, but I think they should be pretty okay with that. They ought to be okay. Okay, let's see. What else? We only have one capital left, so let's just go to the next turn. And I'm going to be ending the first episode here. It's been a little long, I apologize. But, you know, this is Democracy 3. You kind of get wrapped up in it. So thank you everybody for watching. As always, has been your lovely host, Galvin, signing off.